Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another weekend at Loka's. My name is LokaCola and today is... I don't really know how to put it. It's kinda different but also not at the same time. Since the game in question that I'm streaming tonight rather, is Ace Combat 7, which I've streamed on I don't even know how many times at this point. And sorry, I just completely blanked out there. Yeah, like it's a game I've been streaming a lot of, and the plan lately has been centered around the 3rd anniversary update, which well, usually when I do these streams, I basically go through all the content in one session. However, I decided to try something a little bit different by splitting the 3rd anniversary update contents in 3 different streams. So far I've only managed to do one. Had some conflicting schedules, so to say. Ooh. I'm also seeing right now that today is Acepedia 16th anniversary. Okay, that's cool. But anyway, I've been going on with the 3rd anniversary update, which I'm not gonna do today, however, because today is Aviation Day, or National Aviation Day if you live in the US. So I decided to try something a little bit, because I mean Ace Combat is about flying fighter jets, which is, I mean, that's the bread and butter with this game series. But that's not all there is to aviation. I feel like, if anything, and this is something that I do feel the Ace Combat games do hammer home, is the fact that, you know, war is hell, but aviation is cool. Flying planes are cool. And most importantly, as I also feel this particular soundtrack illustrates, it's something almost otherworldly, which probably explains why there are people like us that are really interested in flying planes, whether in real life or in video games. I think that's why I've been drawn to planes as a concept. I don't know about flying them myself. So, that's a very long-winded way of me to say that today I'm just gonna do free flight in Ace Combat 7. Which, for those who don't know what that is, it's pretty much what it says, actually, in a way. I'm assuming I can find it, of course. Or is it in free mission? There we go, free flight. Fly freely through mission maps you have already completed. No enemies will appear and there will be no mission to complete. So basically, you just fly around for the sake of flying, which I felt is appropriate for today, considering it, as I said, it's Aviation Day. And on top of that, I've actually never done free flight in any Ace Combat games. And on top of that, free flight is the only mode where you can use this plane, or, well, not the plane. You can use the F-104 starfighter, but there is a special version based on Avril's, you know, Scrap Queen, the plane that she just managed to build together in the beginning of the game, which I've never used before. So and it is exclusive to Free Flight, probably because of the fact that it was only built for flying. And also on top of that, as I was gonna get to, I felt like just doing this chill stream. I'm not planning it to go very long because it is rather late. I am tired after an entire week back to work. And also, this could be a bit of an experiment, I suppose, where I just fly around in free flight, chill, and, you know, kind of just chat with the chat. I feel like it would give me a better opportunity to do that, as opposed to in the heat of the moment. So yeah, let's just sortie. And we're gonna fly to the blue skies up there. Up to the blue skies. So we can just fly around for half an hour if I wish, or quit whenever I want to before that. Also new music playing. Which is actually nice. This already feels nice. It's just chill. I'm just chilling in the sky. I mean, I suppose that in a way this is really what flying is about. You know, flying isn't about shooting down other pilots. It's something beautiful instead. So it's nice that the game acknowledges that. So I'm probably gonna jump to different mission locations. I'm just starting here because it looks rather chill. I would love to be somewhere a lot colder right now because it's incredibly hot where I am. And there isn't really much to it with this place. It's just a few small islands and the open water. I suppose another point with the free flight mode is that you can just fly close and see if you can find any Easter eggs or such. The one thing I've kind of always noted about these combat games is that the ground is always not greatly detailed. As in, yeah, there has been a lot of stuff, but graphics up close just isn't that good. This is by far the best looking the ground has been. I mean, it's not super great, but it's just one of those things that you kind of have to accept with these kinds of games, especially since it's not important. But it is interesting nonetheless that they have all these little details. Like there's a whole bunch of boats here that I didn't know were here. Man, imagine taking a swim in here. I don't know what the shark situation looks like in Strange Real though. Considering it's basically Earth, but kinda not. I assume there are sharks, but where? I don't know exactly. Very interesting. And here looks like we have more boats. Again, like this kind of puts things in perspective a bit, since I didn't know these boats were here. So now I kind of now I'm just thinking like in terms of the game and the mission. You play like, oh, there's actually people, probably. And I wonder if they are affected somehow by the fact that planes are flying and, oh, this is cool. I know this is a thing, but still, it's just really cool. Really cool detail. Let's see, what do we have over here at this island? Some more houses. Makes me wonder if people live here or if it's a case of this being somewhat of a vacation resort or something where you have kind of like your summer house here or something. Could probably be a bit of both. Ooh. We have a bigger island over here. Oh wait, is this the airbase? Yep. At least it's an airfield. You know, it would be really cool if you could just land in free flight and just kind of drive around on a map and take off. I'm not. Oh, not seeing. I was about to comment on the fact that I don't see any military planes. And it was probably time to change location anyway. Let's see, where do I want to go next? Let's go to Rotorua, even though it's imprinted in my eyes thanks to the multiplayer. And besides, it's pretty accurate for how it feels right now over here. Sure is a long day. Let's try not to crash this time. Probably not as much to discover here since it's mostly desert and bases. But this climate is pretty much how it how it has felt like this last couple of days. Like my workplace or workroom or whatever at the school I work in. It's that room has essentially been an oven this entire week. Let's see if I can find the tunnel. I don't remember exactly where it is. But I think it's somewhere over here. Ish. Ooh, I can see it. I was right. Let's fly through there. Obligatory tunnel flight in Ace Combat. And I'm not even kidding, like there's always a tunnel flight in almost all of the games since Ace Combat 2. Although I suppose you could argue the original Air Combat, but that's more flying through canyons and cave systems. I do remember in like, I think it's the penultimate mission. Which, speaking of canyons, flying through one. And under the bridge, following the road. Was close to crashing there, so but I want to avoid that. That's a different bridge, right? Yep. Well, not as much to really see here, I suppose. That could be interesting to fly in. Yinshi Valley. Very cloudy. This is a really cool looking place, and it's actually based on a real location in China, I think. Definitely has a unique feel to it. Ooh. Kinda touch those trees. Don't know what the air system tried to warn me about. I guess I was flying too close to the cliffs or something. Like, yeah, something like that, maybe. Ooh, let's not crash. See how many of these pillars are there? There's like so many. Oh, wind's picking up. Ooh. Ooh, that's the moon. Go to the moon though. Spoiler, I know you can't, but still. Although this is a starfighter, so you'd think it would have the capability for that. And I hit the altitude limit. Now I'm off course. Dang borders. What has borders really given us? See, let's go to Solatapura. I don't know how I can't remember the name of the city. I think this is kind of the go-to, or one of the go-to free flight maps based on whenever I see videos of it. Typically when people are doing different kinds of stunts, which is just, some of them are really insane. I wouldn't even dare trying to replicate some of those, I'll put it that way. Lots of clouds. Ah, there's the stadium. Now this one I've seen some crazy ace combat maneuvers pulled off in. Which I'm not even gonna try to attempt. I just want to... Oh no, I shouldn't have... Ooh! Okay! RIP! Go to wherever Cape Rainy assault is set in. But I'm gonna mix things up a little bit. fly with Mavericks FA-18. Okay, so you actually can have armaments and equip parts on free mission. I kind of assumed you couldn't, but I guess it's just I guess it's just for the Starfighter Averill version of it. This is probably the closest we have to the plot of Top Gun Maverick, this canyon run. Has a stealth element to it. Of course, it's at the night time, and also more about attacking the base and not just the is it like nuclear? I don't remember actually. I've only seen Top Gun Maverick once. It's so wild to see like all these different posts about, oh man, I've on both Reddit and Twitter, like, oh man, this is like my 7th view. I'm usually just satisfied with one viewing at the movies. Then again, I don't know. I don't know, it seems to be more of a thing in the US, but also going to the movies in Sweden is actually kinda expensive. So I think a movie has to be really special to really justify more than one viewing. And honestly, Top Gun Maverick I feel would have actually be justified with a second viewing. But also, I don't know. I love the movie though. It's great. Go see it if you haven't. Assuming it's still... I don't know. I don't even know if it's viewable anymore until the digital release. Here we have the base. Just drop bombs to your hearts. Content. I don't know, English. Let's commit a war crime, bombing houses. Oof, that wasn't a great view. Blocked by a freaking tree of all things. It's weird to just fly over this canyon. on. For bounty I just have to go to. That's a given. And for that, feels appropriate to send in the one and only Mobius one. Where the heck is it? There we go. Mobius 1 going to for bounty, and this time it's not to wreck stuff up. He's only here for the sightseeing. For bounty is definitely one of the more unique places in Ace Combat, because not really because of the city per self, but because it was hit by one of the Ulysses asteroids. So it left a lot of damage. Was a lot of water that came in. I think it's interesting, like that when you make this discovery in Ace Combat 4, it kind of puts the entire situation in a different light, where, oh, you know, the Erusians were kind of in a bad place at the time. So kind of explains why they decided to go full, you know, full Erusia on the Eusian continent. Out of curiosity. Okay, it didn't seem to do anything. I know some of the buildings do collapse, but I don't know what it's based on. Maybe it has to be a specific buildings. I'm not entirely sure. Or if it's disabled for free flight. No, it seems a little weird. Oh no! Mobius 1 is down. Of course, there's other bits of for bounty. Suppose this is a suburban area. I do kind of feel like living in like a suburban area to city. Maybe that's the ideal, since you don't live exactly in the city, so you don't have, I don't know, unless you absolutely love the city life. I wouldn't put myself in that category. I'm not sure I would enjoy being, you know, living in a more isolated place out in the wilds. But I feel like suburban areas is that, yeah, it's not quite in the middle of everything. It doesn't have the same sense of hecticness to it. But it's also like still close so that you can easily get to the city. See, there is a bridge. I'm trying to look for it. Is it somewhere here? Maybe. There it is, I think. Hang on, no, that's not a bridge. It's a highway though. I'm trying to pull off a post-stall maneuver in case it wasn't obvious. Let's see, let's go to a different place. Yo, this Fortnite BR. Nope. Absolutely not. let's go. Hang on a second, can you do... You have to be... Yeah, you can do free flight on the special missions. Good. So I'd like to visit Anchorhead. It's PUBG. PUBG. That was such a weird experience. Playing it for the first time with a couple of friends, and we were like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then, I think about a year later, we hopped onto it again and were like, hang on a second, why did we enjoy this? Why are you flying a sewer pipe? Don't slander the starfighter. Well, now I can't unsee it. Thanks, I hate it. Ooh, highway. Actually, now I'm questioning why I picked Anchorhead, because I don't think there's any notable landmarks in it. Besides its big harbor. There's more of a city landscape. With the two towers. I'm just in a trolling mood today. Yeah, I can tell. Hard to tell which one of these are supposed to be Isengard. Oh, now I'm leaving the city. I don't want to do that. Yeah, there really wasn't that much to see here. Compared with Farbanti that has this whole huge chunk that's just been flooded. Doesn't even have a stadium. I do wonder if those two towers, and with the way, not so much the layout, but kind of wondering if this is somewhat based on New York. Although I feel like it would be a lot closer to that island shape if it were. I do know a bunch of these cities are based on real ones. Oh wait, that's not where I wanted to go. More port, more harbor. Yeah, that's true. I think I was just thinking, oh, there's two tall skyscrapers, like the Twin Towers, but yeah, those are the only really tall buildings here. Or skyscrapers to be more exact. Do have tall buildings, they're just not skyscrapers. Nope. Unfortunately not. And there isn't really much to it, but still I feel like it's, you know, like, oh, I mean Anchorhead has always been. Now we got the One World Trade Center. Oh yeah, there's something about that. I just don't remember. And ooh, now I just remember there's a tunnel here. Oh, and this bridge. Hang on a second. Nah, I don't know about. I was thinking that, oh, maybe it's somewhat based on San Francisco, but I mean, obviously it's not a big red bridge. But nah, it's probably just, I don't even know. One big tower they built over. Yeah, I can imagine that. That it's not the same. Also, they got the whole San Francisco bridge thing covered in Ace Combat 6, I think. That one had a pretty big red. Here's the tunnel. I don't think I've flown through here. Ooh. This would be why, because it's rather long. A asymmetrical shape. Interesting. What take is that? Some park or something? Ooh, ow. Apparently I survived that. I guess they're a lot more generous with the collisions in free flight. That one I just passed through. Holy crap! Is this another harbor? This city sure has a niche. Kinda like curvy, or whenever thick at the bottom like curve and gets slimmer at the top and that. Yeah, that definitely sounds familiar. Granted, we don't really have a lot of skyscrapers in Sweden. There's like one in Malmö that I've seen with my own eyes. It's a rather interesting looking one. It's called the Turning Torso. Because it's, well, it kind of looks like it's turning. I don't know how to really explain that. See, what do we have on the other side? Wait, this, I think this is where I was earlier. Yeah. It's kind of more like a suburban area. Oh, let's not head off course. Or is it even possible to? Probably not. Let's see. Ooh, sounds fun. I'm probably just gonna do one more flying through, and then I'm gonna sign off. It's been a long day. Mostly I'm just curious if the tunnel is open in free flight. So now we're back here, but a slightly different time of day. And the space elevator over there. Let's see, where's the... I just want to find the stadium again. I'm not gonna fly in it this time though. I suppose it would be interesting just to see if the tunnels were open on the other... Oh, okay. I did see something popped up on the screen. There's the stadium. Let's not fly in there this time. Ooh, didn't see this before. Although now I remember it's actually there. Let's see, where's the tunnel entrance? Assuming it's open, it must be here, maybe? Oh, that's just a highway. Let's see, it should be... should be somewhere here, I think. Or is it? Have a good one, you too, and have fun with the... Yeah, I'm gonna stream tomorrow as well. More Skyrim, Dawn Guards. Is that... No, that doesn't seem right. Oh. Ooh, wait, I think... It is open! I can't fly through. Hopefully. Let's try not to crash. It's kind of nice flying through here without having to worry about a drone aircraft. Ooh, that's closed. See how much for. Ooh, I'm basically there now. Okay, I got worried there, like, oh no, please don't tell me that's a closed door, because that would be bad. This time I could actually fly out the same way I got in here. Starting to wonder if that might be easier with this particular aircraft, but no, I'm gonna go up this way. Ooh. Oh, I saw that a little too late. See, maybe if I slow down. Oh, who am I kidding? Gotta go fast. Oh boy. Oh no. Ooh. Oh, good thing it's... Made it out. Ow. Okay, so the altitude restriction is... Oh. Actually, never mind. I thought it was like increased just here and then it kind of fizzled out, but no, I probably just flew up high enough to hit the altitude limit. Whee! Well, assuming it's Averill flying this plane, which I don't know. Probably not, but I kind of like to imagine it is, considering it's her plane and it's in a free flight kind of context setting. So now finally Averill know what color the sky is if it's dark blue. Here's the base of the space elevator. And with that, it's time to call this a day, or night rather. I've been close to falling asleep almost. But yeah, that was fun. A little different. Wouldn't be opposed to doing something like this again. Although it's probably not gonna be a regular thing. There's only so much you can do with free flight anyway. But as I said, kinda wanted to try this out, and it felt appropriate for Aviation Day. And you know, flying isn't really about blowing stuff up, as fun as that is, at least in the context of a video game. But I mean, just the general idea of flying in the high and blue, the dark blue skies. So yeah, that's all for today. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with more Skyrim Dawnguard. Gonna continue that where I last left off. I think, yeah, the last thing I did was rescue what's his face. I'm really struggling to remember his name, but doesn't really matter. And then I were off to collect some other stuff for the Vanguard, and then head to Fort Volkihar, where Serana is waiting. Since Ingvad still doesn't really trust Serana, and also she felt that probably be better for a vampire to sneak through as opposed to traveling with her. Even if it means that the whole interaction with Serana hasn't really been deep with either character I'm playing or for the sake of the stream, but that's gonna change soon. But that is for tomorrow. And then I've got something planned on Sunday. And then next Friday, hopefully I'm gonna be back with another Ace Combat 7 stream, and I'm gonna continue off with the 3rd anniversary update. I think I'm gonna focus on the European prototype. Well, not all of them prototype skins, but they're all based on either real prototypes or they're real skins basically. And I'm probably gonna throw in the glowing skin, the green glowing skin. But that will be next weekend, but again, tomorrow, Skyrim. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed watching this, even if it was a little bit different. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. You can also follow me on Twitter at LokaCola. A link is in the description down below. And until next time, have a good one.